hope to add another memorable chapter. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Minnesota's offense will get the first crack at it here. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions. And how do you feel about this? Playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic. And all the memories probably come flooding back.
He's off to the races. At the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Right down the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Keeps the play going. He'll throw one to his right. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Not only do you have the big gain and you sort of knock the defense back, but you're also set up in the red zone.
Yeah, they've got this defense on their heels right now after that big play. We talked about this offense being explosive. Now that they're in the red zone, let's see what they dial up next.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Pocket starts to collapse. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Looking to go up top on first down. Spins away with great balance. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
From the gun, running back on the move. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Still running at the 40. Got a lot of running room. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Trying to tack on one move. The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Penn State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence if they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's got his man. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. The offense set for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
A 3rd and long coming up here.
29 Philly, 2-9
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch, called for and made. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Now he's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, David. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They go to the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Golden Gophers have it with a first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. The proverbial rabbit out of the hat, getting out of the Houdini-like box, calling reverse and trickeration, and it worked.
It does, and it's frustrating. Defensively, you're thinking run, run, run. You're playing aggressive, and on that backside, man, you got to stay home. You got to be alert. You got to do your job. When you don't, here comes the reverse. Here comes the touchdown.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Makes the grab. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll give it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He's got his man. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. DB's right up on the receivers. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. He uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
And they snuffed out that play from the start. He probably should have given the ball to the back.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to run it. Those defenders were seeing red, and the quarterback felt it and got down quickly. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Minnesota, 28, Ohio State.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking for space, it's Peters. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll try it over the left side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Quarterback checking the play. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 4 over Penn State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10.
Timeout, Ohio State.
He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. He did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Using the quick game. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Avoids pressure. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It is perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half.
Minnesota, 38. Ohio State, 13.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this 2nd half will be fun to watch. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the 2nd half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
It's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The inside handoff. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Using his legs, it's Peters. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down. He now has 111 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hang in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He's going to pass. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They move the tight end all over. He wants to throw it again. They're bringing heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll try to pick up the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
To the air on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The number one job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my number one job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy's.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Maryland is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. They're trailing by 23 to Louisville. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now they'll run it to the right here. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. The Buckeyes will move the sticks with the first down.
At the 37.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back goes in motion. Touch pass on the run. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field, and I love that. Because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Going up top on first down. Makes his connection.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Running behind that left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, and making the tackle.
The Buckeyes will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on a linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Runs through the tackle. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally and handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
To the ground with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.